this handsome Arab man here, now what I will do to start with is to just look how to start it or where to start it, because that's a difficult pose. Oh, sorry, I should have given one to everyone. Thank you, Nina. So you got these. So to me, that looks like, so completely simplified. Look, a line like that, which goes right to the turban, and a line like that, and then a line, another line here, and then another line there. So look, it's basically almost a square. And just check that the square is actually it's placed on a horizontal line, which is his chin. So the square is there. There. So that's the square, maybe a bit bigger, because to do the face inside that square will be a little bit hard. So a bit bigger. Well, you don't have to do it as big, but I'm doing it there. Okay, so no Loomis method today, because we were saying Loomis method is very difficult.
That's with all the different shapes going.
It's a circle.
Yeah, that is with the circles. Yeah, that's it. From circles to squares. Yeah. So this. Now inside that, you have this, which is the turban coming down. To me, it looks like 1/3. 1, 2. Yeah, it's almost a perfect third. So 1/3. So that is, so where that is 1, 2, 3, a bit bigger there. So that comes here. So that's 1, 2, 3/3. Okay, so that's the turban here. Very, very, very roughly here, and then obviously doesn't go all the way parallel to that line. Drops down here, and this horizontal line. This is for horizontal to the horizon. Look to that line. That line is horizontal to that. Again, these are extremely simplified shapes, because it's not exactly like that. And then let's put that like a straight line down here. And then you have the other part of the turban, which is there. Look. Here. There. And the face is, what's happening on the face is all around here, on that area. Now let's go a little bit now with the eyebrows. Look, put the eyebrows under the turbans. And then, but we still have to keep in mind that line, which is on a right angle. That's, look, if I put that line here and I move it there, it's about 45 degrees to the right angle here. So, but it's not there, so again, if it's here, it's right angle, 45 degrees. So that is 45 degrees. Bit of a line, and it's under the turban here. Then you have another, to me, that's 1, 2. Look, it happens to be that 1/3, 1, 2, the 2 is, it's where the nose line is. So 1, 2, that's where the nose line is. And then 3. Do you remember I placed it in 3 parts here? So, okay. So that's the nose here. And then obviously the mouth is here. The mouth is under the line of the nose. Okay. And this, the nose is not on a vertical line. It's on a line that way. So it's that way. Now, I think we need to be a little bit more, take more liberties here and start moving the eyebrow is not a straight line. So I'm trying to be a little bit more accurate now. So we do have a line of the eyebrow, but then this eyebrow levels up almost horizontal. So from that line, it goes something like this. I'm talking about that eyebrow. Then you got the eye here, and the cheekbone, and then the chin itself, which is there. Chin, beard, which is, again, it's not on that line here, which I've said is that the turban here. So I've simplified it really abstract almost, so I need to come a little bit further inside the face and create some shadows here, which they're not. That's a very weak image in the sense that there are no weak shadows, not weak image, but weak shadows. So I don't have shadows. So I need to create them myself. And the whole this area seems to be in the shadow. Look, all this side. And actually, you do have light only on that side here, on this right-hand side of his face. Everything is in dark, and obviously the turban itself is, it's colorful, so it's darker than the skin. So give it a dark tone. And I can go now outside the box, think outside the box, which is basically here. Look, the turban comes, because that was the initial line. Now the turban extends down here, there, goes off from that square up there, up here, there's a line, and then up here, which is the skull there. Then it flattens right here, which I think is the picture, which flattens it. And the shoulder here, and here. Now I think it's time now to start doing some lines, because it's nice with a brush, but it's not exactly what we need to do. It was good to put all the basic shapes out. I'm really soft with it and it's still breaking. Okay, a bit more. So some general shadows or darker lines, and well, shadows mainly. Then you have the eyebrows here, and the eye itself. But mainly, before I go and commit with with the features, I better keep going with the general shadows, because by working on shadows or making some shadows like the cheekbone here, then I can place the eye more accurately later on. So you got the shadow or the beard here, then you have the chin, the nose, which is a vertical line from the eye, which I don't have the eye, but it's somewhere here, vertical line, and then you have the mouth, not the nose, the mouth. Here, lower lip, nose, and then you have the eyes on that angle here. Keep going with the geometrical shapes and geometrical lines. The eye here, more to the right, eyebrow, turban, and then obviously beard, shadow here, darker tone, turban down here, and there. Start creating a face, or at least a face at this stage. Going to be more accurate, and then you have that shadow which defines much more his face, which is that line here. And now the nose, I think I've gone a little bit too long with the nose, so bring it up, and with my brush soften all these shadows because they're a little bit harsh at the moment, and then also take some dust if I need to, and at the same time soften the darks here on the drapery, and then here as well. Maybe a little bit. You see the fingers, they work like a putty rubber in this case. No need to use that. I know. Try not to use the putty rubber as much as you can, because it's a lot more effective to do it with your fingers. And also, I like the drapery. Some of you might think, okay, well, you can do the portrait as much as you can, like I'm doing here, but some of you might think, okay, well, I like the drapery more than the portrait. Because it's very interesting to do all these, lines here. I would not commit too much with the lines, in the sense that it's not to do every detail and every fold you see here, but treat it as more abstract as you can, in the sense that, look, just a dark shadow everywhere, and then do your own lines or do your own folds, your own version of them, which is basically, look, like here. I'm doing them quite deliberately, not so much or so many little folds all around here. So you can, again, you can do the face, but actually what you can really do is to work on the folds more and concentrate on the folds. Yeah, his stubble and here, eyebrow, and his forehead comes round here, here, and the eyebrow again, which goes in a horizontal line there. You have the eye here, and that goes more inwards. You get the lips, which are lifted up here, upper lip darker, lower lip lighter, chin, and the chin, we said, goes to that horizontal line. That was the corner of the cube when we first started. How about I go again with a dark brush and create some dark shadows, which are, again, they're not there, but I'm making them up just to make a point, to work on the skull, which we don't see. The skull is underneath, so we have that muscle, we have that cheekbone here, the zygomatic, and we have the nose here. There. I think it looks quite thin on me. It needs to be a little bit more wider jaw, which I'm coming now with this. Putty rub now, and then first of all, get most of those lines out. Can you see, Jane? Or I'm in
Yeah,
your...
no, fine.
Okay, good. And then you have that line, which comes right down here. Nose, that is the most visual, the most important visual light there. You get some highlight on the upper bone here, on the eyebrow, then you have the cheekbone here. And actually there are no dark lines. They just blend with the background light. There. And a little bit of eyebrow, getting the eyebrow as much as I can with my fingers, and then start putting, because I don't want to go with my brush, putty. It's too intense, too much light here. Soft tone, some highlight on the turban here, on the drapery. Here at the top, a little bit of the light can catch a little bit of drapery down here, and now with my charcoal, be a little bit more specific now on the eye here. Upper eyelid, lower eyelid, eye. I've done him, it looks a lot younger to me, so there's something wrong with that. That means that I haven't gone too far down with the chin, I think the chin needs to come to make him more of an adult. So down here, more of a rounded chin. I think that's one of the issues. And that nose, it's longer, which was at the beginning, which I narrowed it. So the nose comes longer down here longer. Upper eyelid, lower eyelid, you've got the chin, more of an adult chin, and dark stubble here, these. And in a general, I'll try and do it with some abstract swipes. Well, not abstract, but general swipes of highlights, which is basically, look, cheekbone, cheek, and some highlight here, and then the chin. Now you need to know where to touch it, obviously, but it's basically, it's a bit like a painting that you would use a brush stroke and then with one or few stripes of the brush get the flesh tone. So it's basically painting with your fingers in a sense. And then the highlight of the nose and a little bit less dark under the eye, under the eye back there. And you've got the chin and the darkness of the chin here. And move a little bit less dark of the stubble here. And maybe that's a bit too dark, so soften it with your brush or with your stump, because you might not have brush, but you probably have stump. There. You like the tone? A little bit more distance between the eyebrows, and that eyebrow just moves and becomes really, it's really, really close to the eye. I'm talking about, okay, let's do that eye, because that eye looks quite difficult. It's basically that eye is like this. This eye. Eyebrow, eye, and then the upper eyelid. And then the nose here. And then lower eyelid, which we do not see, and that's the white of the eye here. There, look. See the eye itself. And that's the eyebrow. That's the upper bone that's the bone structure, which is his forehead. And then cheekbone. And a bit less dark, or it's a shadow under here, so there you go. Pupil, shine, upper eyelid, and the eyelashes, if you like. And a little bit of a shadow underneath. So this is in a zoomed, more zoom in what's going on here. But I cannot do that because obviously my fingers are a lot thicker than that eye. So I'm trying to make that onto that small scale here. Now, I didn't do it in a bigger scale because it will take me a whole day to draw here. So I'm drawing it small so I can manage and finish as quick as I can. Or at least trying to finish it, because that's not finished by any means, but trying to finish it. So a bit longer nose. Oh no, that was too long now. No, that's too long. I just dropped the nose too much. Bring it back, up. There. And the end of the mouth, look, the end of the mouth, on that side is right under the middle of the nose. So that means that with my putty, bring that line down. There, nose and the mouth inside here. Okay. And chin and shadow. How do you see it?
That's good. Could the mouth be a bit wider because it finishes right
bit.
underneath the edge of the left eye?
That's true. Let's see. Yes, you're right. It's like a vertical line, yeah. Eye.
Only because you said about the other
Yeah,
eye.
no, it's true. Look, a vertical line. Well, actually, it is there, but
Oh,
it looks,
right.
but it looks a bit small. So I agree. So let's do that. There. A fleshier lower lip, and then filled from here, and nostril. There. And also, I don't want to do it so impactful as in so many shadows. Brush, softly get rid of that. And now, to be honest, with the mono 0, I would have worked here on these highlights, because it's really small, and it's difficult to manage not to go and spread those darks everywhere, although I'm trying. So look, mono 0, I would use it here. And look, there's no shadow, so the actual outline of the face is merged with the background here, look. So you can deliberately merge those lines. And then you leave it back with the background. That's it. Now again, I can be a little bit more, look, the distance between the eye and the hair, and his hair is further out, so I can bring that out a little bit more. But again, it's much easier when you work with your fingers like this. Look, see, no putty rubber, and here we go. Stubborn here, stubborn there. Coming back and forth until you get those where the darkest darks are, and middle tones and half tones, and darker chin. I'm deliberately going too dark because there's a lot of stubble here, and also you have the turban which comes right here. So that's an easily identifiable place because it's lots of darks are concentrated here. And don't forget that's a sphere, and because it's been lit from that side, left-hand side, the light on the sphere, the highlight is something like this. Sorry, Jane, I'm in front of you, but
No, that's fine.
it's difficult to avoid
No, I'm fine.
not seeing it that way. And then the nose, it's something with the nose. I still haven't got that. It's almost straight vertical line. Okay, that's what I need. I have to go a little bit more of a straighter. It's not vertical, but it's more vertical than what I've actually done here. There. And then some highlight on the nostril. And maybe, whilst I move the nose more to the left, that means that I have to trim it from the right, which is here, to adjust it. There. It's a bit more stubble here on upper lip, above the upper lip, there. And a goat here. Okay, now it will take me a lot longer if I stay here and finish it up, but that's not fair on you. So do you remember the start, the square? So forget about luminous. We'll do our own version of luminous. Squares instead of circles. Okay, let's go and carry on a little bit with the young Arab man here that we've got. Shadow, charcoal dust, stubble here, highlight. The brush is taking a lot more white than I would like it to take. As in, it's actually taking charcoal, it's extracted charcoal, which I don't want to. But I'll see what I can do. Straight down line, downwards line here. There. So let's emphasize it a little bit more. That one here. Highlight all forehead. Shadow between the eye and the eyebrow. Eye. Upper lip. Fleshier lower lip. Much fleshier than that. Chin. And now I've got to decide. Drapery is of course darker than the skin tone. So let's work a little bit on drapery. Don't want to get too much involved with the folds because otherwise I'll get lost on those. There's so many. Literally, you can't count the amount of folds. course, I don't need so much information here, but just for the sake of background. That's a key dark here, right there. This charcoal's not good. It's not actually giving me any darks. Some charcoals you need to be careful because some charcoals are, that's a new one, but they're the same batch, same box, same brand, and quite a few sometimes they don't give you the darks you're after, or even simple darks. Basically, just doesn't leave any good marks. Very weak charcoal. Let's try this one. That's better. Yeah. Darker turban here. That defines the chin here. Turban here. Going back to the eye, a little bit more on the eye. Sharp on everything. It's a bit too dark. Push it back. Bit more emphasis on the eye. Just to get the look and a bit more of a V shape of it. Mouth. A bit wider. It's looking a bit more fierce on me. More of a darker features. Actually, I'm deliberately making it a bit dark just to give it a point, make it a point, make it again to make it a little bit more fierce as a person. So give a bit more darker eyebrows under the eye with that dark sharp line of the eyebrow which goes right under the upper eyelid now, lower eyelid is here. cheekbone. The darker cheekbone and darker drapery. Lighter here. I don't want to use putty rubber, but I'm actually made up a little bit of shamie and palette knife. So instead of using putty, shamie will be a little bit more friendly to the paper. Friendlier, which is basically it's much softer. And a little bit more cheekbone. Eyebrow, it's a bit further out. Downwards move like that. Eyebrow. Slightly darker. And look, dipping the shamie onto chocolate dust. And instead of using charcoal here, trying to use shamie. Shamie is, some of you might not know, it's rabbit skin. Worked in factories, made softer. It's basically rabbit skin, that's what it is. For the ones who don't know, I'm sure that lots of people know what it is. Trying to get the folds of the shamie. As much as I can here, some highlights. Right at the top here. Some folds here. But that, it's a movement to give him a little bit more, how to explain, not only not more fierce, but also more action. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. A bit of a darker tone of value up to here, so you have the light coming from the turban, right there, cheekbone, a bit of highlight under the eye, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, and then drapery here. That gives you a bit of a shoulder here, although he doesn't has what he doesn't have one, but just giving it one. He's a bit unshaved, so a bit of stubble here. Now, giving him a lot of nose, a lot longer nose, to be honest, so just cut it back. And that lip here goes over the lower lip. So the upper lip goes low, the upper lip encompasses the lower lip. So you have the upper lip, and then the end of the upper lip, the tip of the end of the upper lip, it's just in the middle of the lower lip. And let's see the vertical line. Almost under the tear duct. So let's see. Bit more cheekbone. Forehead. Again, more of that fierce look. And then you have that semicircle of the chin. He's got the dimple on his chin as well. There. A little bit of a dimple. Nostril. Upper eyebrow. Eyebrow. There's no upper eyebrow, it's upper. Confuse it for the upper lip, but it's the eyebrow. That's too bright. And now, I think now it's the time to use a little bit of putty rubber. Trying to be very economical, to use as little as possible of putty rubber. So I'm basically shaping the putty with a very, very sharp edge, so I can go and highlight the lower lip actually. right above the nose, right above the nose. I mean, under the nose, above the chin, but under the nose. Sometimes I'll say the opposite of what I'm thinking. It's hard to concentrate and talk and draw, but it's not undoable, but it's just hard. Here, right there, the turban merges with the tone value of the skin tone. So I'm losing that deliberately. Here, right there. Now let's get rid of that line here, which I was trying to create the upper lip, but it's too dark, so softening it a little bit more. And then get the skin under the lower lip, right at the chin, right there. Okay, all right. Like that way. Bit of distraction here now with the eye. Okay, now this eye, I did add eyebrow. I mean eyelid. On the eye here, it's just too small to add the eyelid, to be honest. It's very small. The eye here. Darker. Just it's not spreading dark, basically, that brush. Sometimes it's useless, but prefer it to my fingers because my finger will be will take a lot of dust out. Charcoal dust. Take that out. I don't need it right there. Need to emphasize the zygomatic here. There. That's better. Get rid of the dust. That's an old brush, by the way. An old oil brush. Nothing special. Tiddling around it. It's dirty, I cannot see it. Doesn't matter. Okay. That chin. It's going to be too large, too rounded. Get rid of the dust. And a little bit of highlight. the cheekbone. Background dust. Background. So that creates let's create already a line there, which I don't need to add it now. Get rid of the dust. Softly taking some of the charcoal out and put it back in when it's needed, like for instance here. It's not exactly him, because I've done him a little bit actually chubbier. I can fix it. I think I've gone too far with this, too far out from the eyebrow. That distance is smaller. So there. Right, a little bit. Just concentrate the darks here where the light is closer to the light, so concentrate some more darks, or at least half tones. Middle tones, half tones right here. There, and leave that lighter. Another thought of to cut it here, but of course it continues. The skull is there. A bit of a half tone here. Okay. Just leave it shrouded in mystery. It's a mystery land. That was too bright, too bright, too bright, too soon. Go back, darken it. Be a bit more stubble. Ah, too white, too bright. Back, 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 back. bit more of a shape of his skin tone. Okay, let's come back with some putty to illuminate the areas that need to be. I went too down, too low. Bring back the nose, up, and a little darker nose. I know, it's too dark. Darken it first and lighten it later. Again, I'm raising the value because it's not there, it's not as dark as that. Nowhere near as dark as that, but again, I'm just making it up. Create more contrast, more dramatic. Oh well, I'm darkening it too much now. Okay. A bit less dark. A little bit less dark than that. Yeah, the chin has gone too far back. It's like a note of a violin. You got the note right first time or second time, and then you keep playing it, and then it goes wrong. Ah, well, the story of drawing and painting. My story. Getting it right, then getting it wrong, and then back and forth. But that's the beauty of art. Sometimes you get it harmonious, and other times a lot more difficult. Anyway, it's not that bad, but it was better. I think I'm tiring it now. It's too much. Too many things. too much detail. A bigger eye. The white of the eye a bit bigger, and the teeth a bit lower, further out. Bring the eyebrow a bit further up, especially this one. And that will make the nose a bit longer. Okay, a bit of stubble here, stubble, here, lots of hair. Okay. I'll leave it for now. Okay, I'm trying to draw the putty up.